Okay, we're here with Trent Copeland today. Now, Copes, what's been happening with you in the off-season so far?
Not a great deal, mate. I've tried to put the feet up and have a complete mental and physical break from cricket, and watch my fair share of sport, do some stuff in my web design business at home, and watch my fiance play netball, which has been good.
It's been a pretty big 12 months or so with the cricket. You move into Test cricket, and then coming back into the domestic scene. You still pinching yourself looking back about how much has happened in the last 12 months?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe, and I'm sure in 10 years' time I'll sit back and reminisce, and it'll be a great time to think of that. But at the moment I'm just focused on hitting the ground running for New South Wales. Paul Chapman's about to come across the road and get me over there doing some running, so it's been good. We're all pretty keen, and I suppose keen to turn around the results from last year. It wasn't our best year on the park, so hopefully we can change that culturally and results-wise.
Now, you're a man who's embraced social media. You're one of the better operators on Twitter, and you've written some great blogs as well. Is that something you really enjoy doing? Yeah,
I think so, and I think it's a way of people getting a little insight into what we do as professional athletes, and it's not so much about me trying to talk about my personal life too much, but which I've been accused of in the past. But no, I think it's a good way of the public and the fans being able to sort of support us in a different way, and hopefully I can continue the blogs and let people in on that.
And recently, of course, you've been made an ambassador for ACPE, which is a pretty good honour, and that's going to be taking up some time in the next few months. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so ACPE is a College of Physical Education out at Homebush, which is where I did my undergrad degree. It's only recently come about, and it's something that I'm pretty excited about, giving back to the uni that sort of helped me through my studies. And yeah, it's going to be a few speaking gigs, going to schools, raising awareness about the college and what they have to offer, and yeah, I'm really proud to be a part of it. They're a sponsor of Cricket New South Wales as well, so they're helping out our athletes, so I'm happy to give back.
Was there ever thought of going to England this summer and having a season over there to sort of aid your development?
Yeah, I thought about it. I've played 2 years of league cricket over there in the past, so I've had a bit of experience bowling with the Duke's ball and experience in the freezing cold conditions. It would have been nice to get over there while the Olympics were on and play a bit of cricket, but my focus was to really freshen up mentally, physically, get married, enjoy that part of my life, and make sure that come first Shield game or one-day game for New South Wales, I'm ready to go.
I suppose in many ways we might have seen you there in the Olympics in another sport, being a star hockey player as well. So was that ever a thought in your mind that you'd go down that path of hockey?
I don't think I was ever good enough, mate. I played a lot of Premier League hockey in Sydney for St George, and playing against the likes of Brent Livermore and Jamie Dwyer and blokes like that, I realised pretty quickly that I was a little bit out of my depth there. But no, I really enjoyed playing hockey. I thought in my off-season that was a perfect cross-training event for me, and I suppose it's given me the attributes to do what I do, bowl long spells, and I suppose be one of the fitter boys in the squad in terms of aerobic fitness. So yeah, I think hockey's one of those things that I love. I wish I could play it all the time, but unfortunately you can't do that in cricket.
We know a lot about your bowling, which has been outstanding the last couple of years, but also your batting's come on a little bit. I remember you smoking a few sweep shots there in Sri Lanka, and you've added up the grades with St George as well. What are your thoughts on where you might end up with the bat?
Yeah, well, the real goal for me this year is to not only take wickets, but I suppose fit into that bowling all-rounder category. I know I've probably underclubbed a lot with the bat in the past, so it's up to me to get in and work hard with Chandika and Corey Richards and everyone, all the resources that we have, and make sure that I'm ticking every box when it comes to that, because I think I've got the skills there to do it. I've just got to be able to bat long periods and put the scores on the board, because I think that can add a lot to my cricket.